okay. You know, see, everybody pull on her because she got the biggest heart. That's why she called Mother Mercy. And everybody pull. But I said, it's okay to tell people, you know, no, because it's only so many hours in a day. And if you got this, like you said, you balance that thing, you have a schedule.
Yeah.
You got the schedule for Monday. You got to go to the doctor, whatever it has. You and your husband outing. You got to stick to that schedule. That's what the schedule is for. Now, if something come up, you be like, I can't do it this time, or maybe tomorrow, you know, or, you know, whatever. But I like that you balancing it. And you saying no to something else so you can do what you want. Next month, right here.
Most of the time, we balance.
We blame others.
We blame others. But we are the ones that are not making a choice. Let's go unnecessary tasks. And help. Be open to adjusting the goals and priorities.
See, and I like that. It's all right. You know, be up wiggle room again. That's all I have to say is wiggle room. That's it. See, wiggle room is you giving yours automatically.
Right.
And say develop a balanced mindset. Okay, Ma.
Develop a balanced mindset. Balance is not something eternal. It lies within you.
Mm-hmm.
When something is bothering you, ask yourself, why? Mm-hmm. And out of the balance, contact comes.
Contact can definitely
affect you. But training your mind can neutralize parts of the noise.
I thought that said noise.
Balances state of mind, not a productive hack.
Develop a balanced mindset, Shirley. We was talking about that. Now, even though you've been going through all this to set this stuff up, I'm going to give you this example a few minutes ago. Yet you're sitting here balanced, relaxed, hear the questions. See, everybody can't do that. They be so riled up, they drilling so properly when it's time to do a show, you know, like, dang, you know. So I thank God that we know how to. Did you want to add to that, Mike? Balance our mind, your mindsets.
Get calm.
Yes.
Balance your mind. What did God say about this? See what He said. Try your best to do it. Ask for His help. He'll help you to do whatever you need Him to do. He'll come and show you help.
Yes, He will. You know, sometimes we don't think that because we can't see Him.
Can't see Him, but you know,
we know
He's there. To you.
Yes. We know He's there, you know. And so we balance that. And see, the other people talking too. So that's why, you know, once you get to know God, you know, He'll help us with our mindset. He'll balance things in our life. It's like when the worrying we used to do, we don't do that no more. We be like, okay.
He said, pray about everything and worry about nothing.
And I see that word so much because I can't do nothing about it.
When things arise, we have to say, what did God tell us to do about the situation? And we think about it. Okay, let's do what He said. And we got it.
We're talking about the mental health of it.
Whatever.
It's 5 steps that I can run through really.
You got it? Go
for the mental well-being.
Go ahead.
One of them is to connect with others. Good relationships are important to your mental well-being. And then it states what it can do. It can help you build a sense of belonging and self-worth, give you an opportunity to share positive experiences, provide emotional support, and allow you to support others. And the second one is be physically active. Being active is not only great for your physical health and fitness, evidence show it can also improve your mental well-being. And I know that for sure because exercising, that's exactly why I started exercising. It's because mentally it helps you in so many different ways. Number 3, learn new skills. Research also show that learning new skills can improve your mental well-being, boosting your self-confidence, helping you build a sense of purpose, and helping you to connect with others. Number 4, give to others. Now, let me figure this one out. It says research suggests that acts of giving and kindness can help improve your mental well-being by creating positive feelings and a new sense of reward.
Yeah.
Give you a feeling of purpose and self-worth, and help you connect with other people. I see that they say a lot connecting with other people.
But Shirley, right there when you say helping somebody, when you see somebody in need and you can meet it, and they say something like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
I
Go
get
ahead,
it. Yeah, I do get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to think about it for a minute.
Yeah. Ain't that? Yeah, because you do it all the time.
I
But
know.
you didn't know that. I'm like,
Sometimes you be too close to the situation.
Yeah.
The last one is pay attention to the present moment. Mindfulness. It says paying more attention to the present moment can improve your mental well-being. This includes your thoughts and feelings, your body, and the world around you. Some people call this awareness, mindfulness. Mindfulness can help you enjoy life more and understand yourself better. It can positively change the way you feel about life and how you approach challenges. So that's those are 5 steps that can also help with your mental well-being. But
that's good. Like you said, your mental well-being.
That's important. You know?
Yes, it is. And that's what it talked about, this mindset. Develop a balanced mindset.
Yeah, it says mindset, being mindfulness, awareness. Yeah.
But I like that good when you care about what people don't understand when we come to God. Everybody don't care about us.
You know, I know it's hard. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around that too. I mean,
everybody don't have a heart like that.
Don't care about others.
I mean, people do tend to make me mad. What you
And I sit up and say stuff, talk about somebody. Yeah, I said, God didn't tell us to do that. He told us to love each other.
Yeah,
the love that we have for each other, like He told us. We doing what we want to do, not what He said. He's already told us what to do.
I don't like that, what you said. We don't love. No love.
Okay, but you gotta remember, why don't they love? Why they not helping people?
And that's
they don't have Jesus. That's probably why. They don't have the Holy Ghost. They don't have God in their life, because people that do have God in their life tend to care more. Some of them, you know, they tend to care more. Most of them, actually, when you think about it, when they really wholeheartedly have Jesus in their life, they give more, they help more. You know, Jesus.
Because that's a commandment. Yeah, you know, Jesus teaches us to love.
Yeah.
Without love,
well, we all.
God is love. Yeah, so what
else in the world today, it seems like everybody's more self-centered,
selfish,
evil. They're doing all this best, but they are of the world.
And then some got the nerve to be sensitive, y'all.
That's what we are thinking about.
They be so mean, and you say something. Why did you say that?
Why? They can dish it out, but they
can't take it.
I know when God brought me out of the world, I didn't do the stuff I used to do. He changed everything, little by little, everything. So I say, I'm a new creature. I don't do the stuff I used to do.
No, don't have to desire
the way I used to do.
Don't have to desire.
You don't have to desire.
You're supposed to, and you're not supposed to.
He gave you a new life.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
But that worldly way is off the chain.
Journaling?
Practice journaling.
Journaling. Set some time to reflect.
Let's sure we talk about that.
Track how you spend your time. Identify the teacher and make the necessary adjustment. Journaling is also a great way.
And you know what? That's true. Sometimes we write things down, whatever we need to. How you feel about this, Shirley?
When I was a kid, I used to write things down all the time, my thoughts, and it helped. You know, but then my sister's brother, I think you might have did it. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't blame her yet, because I don't think she did. I think it was the brothers who used to grab my journal and read it out loud.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so I apologize to you. Because I don't think that was my she did. So the brothers was more than the brothers. And Michael wasn't the only one. I guess it was the boys. And I hung out with the boys a lot. So he would read it out loud. Oh, I was so embarrassed. Ever since then, I was like, oh my God, I don't want to write nothing down anymore. But that's the best thing to do, is to be able to write it down, put a lock on it. I lock everything. Put a lock on it, you know, if you don't want anybody reading it. But other than that, yeah, it does help to get your thoughts and feelings out. If you can't say it, write it down. Because I like to write. I think I can write forever, and they do make you express yourself a lot.
You're a good writer. Yeah, you know, you hear some poetry, good writers, you write. They really express themselves, and oh my God. So, how much time we got?
As much as we need.
Okay, now, Okay, I have something on balance as well. Okay, spiritual balance involves aligning one's life with the Word of God and will of God. What is spiritual balance? The state where your spiritual needs are met, allowing you to feel centered and grounded. You understand what I'm saying? When you centered and grounded, your spiritual needs are met. I remember a time I wasn't spiritual, y'all, I was jacked up. My knees, why am I so sad? Why am I so worried? Why am I so angry? And ain't nobody, but that's way from the past. How you got abused in your past and stuff. Because I had a pastor say, you too angry, but I can tell you why.
A lot of people find these angry too.
Yeah, we angry birds,
Angry.
Yeah.
I was too. I was very angry. Beating up people. That was not good.
And what we ask
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get older, I think God got something to do with it though.
I know
when you have the Lord in your life, then you start doing that self-awareness and you want to be better and you want to change your life, so you start doing that inventory, figuring out why am I like this, why am I like this, it's not right. You don't want to be that way no more. Some people they'll go out like that. They don't really care about changing themselves and making themselves better. They live on the surface. They don't want to dig deep because they're scared to go there.
Digging deep ain't no joke. Yeah, some people have problems, so we just some things come out by fasting and prayer. We have to just pray them through it because it's trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma.
A lot of people can't handle that.
And trauma, they kind of various, like it's hard to just bring to the forefront. Okay, how to balance your life spiritually to achieve to achieve spiritual balance? Incorporate practice like meditation, prayer, and mindfulness in your daily routine. How about that? Just say incorporate prayer. You got something to say about that?
Yeah, you tell us to pray about everything. You don't care how small it is, or how large it is. Pray about everything, cast your cares on him. Give our problems to him, because he knows the one to fix it. You can't do nothing with him, but mess him up.
That's it.
Your prayers, we should pray all the time.
Prayer,
That's something.
that's a powerful key.
It's a tool, ain't no joke. It's a key. It's all of that.
It reaches straight out.
Yes. Ooh, I like what it reached to heaven. Lord help us. Because sometimes, when you see these kids going astray, you know what's behind the door. You know what's in that closet, Shirley. You know what's in that closet, and you have to go into prayer to God. And I say I leave my daughter and my grandkids all at God's altar. And that's why the first thing, obedience is better sacrifice. We have to trust Him. Hey, how about out there when we driving? People have medical emergencies and all kind of stuff, and yet we make it home. That's God.
Yeah, and we have to trust Him wherever we is. Whatever position that we in, we have to trust Him. If He wants us, He gonna give us.
Yes, He is. Sure is.
Well, if
He get us in the club, in the liquor store.
He'll let us get what we come for.
He sure get us in the club. He gonna get you drunk. It says, engage with nature, cultivate gratitude, and connect with your faith, community, your spiritual values. Prioritize self-care. Shall self-care.
Self-care?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I got some. Seek creative outlets and build supportive relationships by consciously aligning your actions with your values and prioritize. You can foster a sense of peace and harmony. Here's more detail to look at. I got that for you in a minute. I got that for you. Okay. Here's more details on how to cultivate spiritual balance. First one, meditation and prayer. Regular meditation and prayer, regardless of your faith, can help your mind reduce stress and cultivate a sense of inner peace. We talking about God, but some people just meditate on, I don't know, what would some people would just meditate if it ain't on God? Can they? Is it other? I think even when we wasn't saved, we used to meditate on doing the right thing. Let me not do that. My values, our mother taught us. So certain things we didn't do, even though we wasn't saved. My mom used to say, "Don't y'all go in there stealing." And
morals and values, still. Yeah, I taught my kids the same thing.
Morals and values, yeah. So we meditate on. My mom will get us if we steal. It's something we meditated on, right? Yeah. Be like, no, if I do this, And I told my grandma, I said, you going to jail forever. He said, forever, Grandma? I said, forever. So yeah, that's gonna stick with my grandma. I said, I'm still going to jail.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You know how it affects people. You know, it's like stealing affects people. You taking something that don't belong to you that costs money, so the owner of that store is gonna lose his money. And it goes on and on, you know, if you really get deep into it. But, you know, it's better to just say you're going to jail because they don't care about the other stuff any longer, you know.
I had Londale in the basketball, and I bought, they had some toys that take a lot.
Londale is her son.
Batteries from toys. So I had bought him some batteries. He got him a bunch of batteries and put it in their basket with him. When I got to the cashier, I said, "What's all these batteries?" You can't have this. Got to go back to these people. This is people's stuff. I bought you some batteries. Why are you checking batteries don't belong to you? I took them and gave them back to the lady.
My mama worked hard with us with that.
Take the lady's batteries and put them in there like she ain't got enough. I'm gonna get some more. No, you don't come in here and just take what you want. You have to pay these people for this stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what my mom, she really, that was something we meditated on.
Yeah, because don't nobody like a thief.
If you change, they still say you stealing.
Yeah, even if you change, I'll be embarrassed. Somebody holding their purse. Oh, she steals. That's embarrassing. I don't want nobody to look at me like that.
They don't get to know you, they just got that reputation.
And once you are noted as a thief, you're a thief the rest of your life because she steals. And most of the time they do steal. So I know somebody that steals, still a thief. You know, I'm just glad it's not me.
And me neither, y'all.
We don't do that.
So it's like meditation and prayer, regular meditation and prayer, regardless of your faith, can help calm your mind, reduce stress, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. Okay, 2. Breathing exercises. Focus on your breath to anchor your thoughts and bring yourself back to the present moment. See, you know that the Bible says, he that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. A soft answer turns away wrath in Proverbs. That's what they mean. But wait, somebody screaming and hollering, you just sit back and think. See, that's a trick of the enemy. I learned that he did trick me all the time, running my mouth. You know, you said this to me, you know what, now learn. Be quiet to assess the situation.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, we don't be quiet. We talking, they talking. Both of us going to jail. And they was the one did us wrong. Lack that balance and self-control. So how you feel about that, Mike? You know, when people screaming and stuff like that, and, you know, breathing exercise, that's when they're coming, you know. You just be quiet. Shut down. When somebody screaming and hollering at you. You have to really catch yourself.
Yeah.
See what they talking about.
Because you get mad.
So you ain't heard exactly what they said, and because they yelling, that's spiritual transfer. Now you yell.
Yeah, both of y'all yelling, nobody's gonna hear
And
each other.
both of y'all going to jail.
Yeah, it's a waste of energy and time. But I've learned you stop and think before you speak, and stop and think before you react. I don't always do it. Sometimes you
drop the ball.
But most of the time, you know, you stop and think because it'll save you a lot of grief in a lot of ways.
And it's sad. Oh, go ahead, Mom.
And you listen. You listen.
So you can assess the situation to see which way to go. Wait a minute. Do I be quiet with this? Do I deal with this? Or do I walk away? Because the Bible says, he that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. And that's good. I heard a story of this hitman came to kill this preacher before. And the preacher, he approached him. He just wanted him to say something. Go off so I can kill him. The preacher was so kind. He didn't kill him. He couldn't do it. He said he didn't. I'm going off like a man just standing there. He said, you all right? Can I help you? You know.
Yeah.
And then he told the story. He said he came to his church. He said, I come to kill you. I was a hitman. But you loved on me so much. I couldn't put a trigger. I risk getting killed, not killing you. You see?
You know, they can do like I did when that lady was yelling at me about something else. I mean, she
was
didn't
so
know me. I was like, yeah, one of the, road rage.
And see, that's a good. And see how they made her. It diffused the situation because all she could do is get mad and leave instead of stay there.
They look at me like I'm crazy. I do it a lot now.
We have to learn And practice, big bird.
Yeah, we have to practice and learn, not to respond all the time. Because sometimes you be tired.
Mm-hmm. And you get, you be out going through your own.
But if we can practice it, then it'll happen more often.
And that's why the scripture said that's why I always say we gotta walk like God, talk like God, look like Him. What would Jesus do when somebody acted, crazy? Gratitude. Practice gratitude by reflecting on what you're thankful for, which can shift your focus towards positive aspects of your life. And I do that. I say, God, thank you for waking me up this morning. And y'all see I ain't lacking no meal. Thank you for food to eat. It's people starving.
Yeah.
Thank you for a bathroom, a place to wash my hands, to shower.
Yeah.
People don't really, we
That's
think,
their point.
let the water get cut off. Tell the story about you shower every day.
Yep.
And one day you waited a little later. And
I think the water was off for a minute.
Yes.
I almost had a heart attack. I gotta have some water. Oh my God, I can't deal without it. But if one shower a day, I can deal with it. But
I just don't feel, you can feel
cut that water
it.
off and I don't know nothing about it. Oh my
I had to say,
goodness.
y'all ain't got no shower.
Yeah.
I got an early this morning too myself.
I do that now. Like I get up and I take
Cut
it.
out what you want to cut out.
Yeah, water. I have to have water.
Okay, the other, connect with nature. Spend time outdoors. Nature can be, I noticed my sister and her husband, nature can be a sense of healing and inspirational, helping you connect with a larger sense of self.
Well, they said the voice of the Lord is upon many waters. So, and that's in the Bible, and I don't know where, but it is.
I'll find it.
And we can just go sit where the water is, and you can feel the peace and calm. It's very calming.
I love the water.
Yeah.
But just sit out and see the body of water by myself and just look.
Yeah, it's calming and relaxing.
That is
and
so
stuff.
true.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom, anything that you like? You good? That you can say something?
No, I won't.
Mindful.
I'm just listening.
I'm gonna still mindful observation. Pay attention to the details of the natural world, whether it's the beauty of the sunrise or the rustling of the leaves in the wind. You were just talking about the waters, how beautiful me and you was talking about. Mom, didn't you used to like to go to Belle Isle?
I like to go to boat ride.
Oh, what a beautiful water!
Boat ride. You going on a boat, kept me with you.
We used to go boating all the time. Where was you at?
With y'all?
Oh, what?
No.
I wasn't know she was there. I don't even remember.
We go to Buffalo boat, every boat, Star Detroit, all type of boats.
Yeah, I love it too.
We own them. But now, stuff like that don't really bother me that much.
Okay, we wrapping this up. Nurture your special values. Identify your values. Reflect on what truly matters to you and align your actions with the values. Wow, what really matters to me. Seek meaningful work. Find work that aligns with your values and purpose, even if it's not always about financial gain. When it's not, sometimes, like Portia, my daughter, she likes to work with the elderly. You can do things you like and get paid for it.
Yeah.
My mother worked with the elderly all her life, and she took care of them patients. Boy, they loved her. So that's something, you align yourself up with things you like, what you want to do. My sister, she liked to write. She writes sometimes when she had a break. She liked doing stuff like this, lights, camera, action. She likes the creative things. She's very creative. So that's something we do.
Too, I would like to put out there that most people overlook. Well, I think a lot of people overlook it. The deceased. I am so upset about how they treat them in the cemetery. I know that sounds crazy.
No, it doesn't.
But it's like I'm fighting for people that's laid to rest because I can go to the cemetery and something will be gone that shouldn't be gone, or they put. I'm taking this to a different level. They put bodies on top of bodies. They're doing things they're not supposed to do, and it's like, how can they disrespect people that's